Hello everyone, and today I have a very unbelievable super turtle to show you guys. This is obviously taking place on Exile, and not only is a super turtle on Exile really difficult to pull off, but this is also going to be a true super turtle, which is considered the hardest super turtle. It's basically just sticking to your base and not really leaving the area and kind of just huddling up. But what's even more impressive is that it's going to be 2 versus 3. One of our teammates is going to lag out, and this is going to be super turtling at its best. So yeah, and definitely I left this in here basically just to kind of show how it's set up, how to adapt, you know, fake the expansion, all that stuff. The first thing you really want to do is kind of collect supplies near their bases, especially the Covenant bases, just to kind of see if they're going to rush, so that way you can decide whether or not you're going to turtle or be a try-hard. So that's what you want to do. And the best way to know if they're going to rush or not, usually it's kind of obvious. If they're building temple first, it's definitely... I mean, if they're not... either they're noobs or they're rushing. And you don't want to risk that. You don't want to assume someone's a noob in this game. It never works out. So then I noticed that he insta-expanded. And I want to see who did. And I realized that Purple did, because he doesn't even have a temple down here. And I can kind of understand the logic of that. Like, you're trying to not get rushed. You know, you just put warehouses at your bottom one and build your temple up top. I can see the logic in that, but it's not a good idea. You always want your UNSC to have that back base, I would say. So anyway, yeah, what I like about this map, about super turtling so much, is that it's just so much fun. I think it's called the border control. Or at least that's what Death Toaster calls it. So the first thing you want to do is, after you get inheritance, is kind of go up to the reactors and clear your reactors, and then go clear a base. But fortunately, I probably shouldn't have cleared a base simply because what happens here. But it's okay. It all works out. I can't remember if I said this already. Forgive me. Yeah, what I like to do as a build order is warehouse, temple, warehouse, you know, fill up the warehouses, and then upgrade all your warehouses to blessed warehouses. And don't get Citadel before you do that. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're not supposed to do that, derp. Well, listen, okay, I understand that, but if you look, they're not really rushing, so you can do it. And the reason why it's so good is because when you upgrade to Citadel and get your summits up, you pretty much have Tech 2 and you don't have to worry about anything. So yeah. Yeah, let me just say something. I really don't like when people flare every goddamn thing on the map. Because it kind of fucks up everything for me. You know, you don't need to flare obvious shit. It really pisses me off, actually. You know, you should only flare something if it's kind of like important. You know, because like right now my what is it called? Yeah, look at this. I'm trying to find my goddamn chopper because it was under attack, but they keep flaying. Look at this. Look at this shit. They're flaying every goddamn thing on the map, pissing me the hell off. And usually I like to press the right on the D-pad whenever it says enemy engagement, because it brings me right to my chopper. But oh my god, it's just so annoying. Ugh. I know it's not a big deal, but look, you know, I have that oh really face, like that owl meme, every time someone does that. Like, oh really? My base is under attack. Thanks for letting me know that, bro. I had no idea. It's not like thanks for pointing out where my base was. I had no idea where my base was. Oh, I'm supposed to build turrets on my base. So can you flare my base so I can find it? That's the problem. Ugh, I'm sorry. I just don't like that, you know? It's kind of like a dick thing to me. You know, it's kind of like Captain Einstein from South Park. It's like, oh, is that what I should have done? Thanks, buddy. So anyway, I'm done bitching about stupid shit. So yeah, pretty soon here we're gonna see the teammate lag out, and that's where we decide to kind of not go for the border control, and we decide to do the Truew Super Turtle instead. Although my partner doesn't like calling it the Truew Super Turtle for some reason. So anyway, yeah. What else are we gonna say? It's probably something very profound. But yeah, what you want to do now is just kind of clear out the bases, get your stars up, blah blah blah, same old song and dance. You guys know what to do from here. I mean, if you're watching this video, I guarantee you guys know how to super turtle, so I don't need to explain this shit. But yeah. Right, it's pretty soon here. Don't worry. I will skip forward to when it happens. Yes, right here. Okay. So right now, my partner's base is under attack, and wait, maybe that's not it. Damn it! I suck at editing. Ugh. Seriously, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah. And I don't know if I said this. I'd like to actually get Tech 2 with just money alone, and then actually get to put Boots God for Tech 3, just simply because they're usually going to take out those little things in the back anyway, usually, and it's kind of hard to defend them. And another thing is you kind of want to build units right away when you're super turtling, because if they rush, you're screwed. And if they're building like all banshees and they they're considered banshee rush, you gotta have something to defend it. So even though you're gonna build the same thing, you might as well do it in order. So anyway, right now we see that their chieftain came over to kind of fuck with us, and of course he's being a noob. But what sucks here, this is kind of this is like the highlight moment. We kill the chieftain obviously, but right now we're all excited, and we're like, oh yeah, cool, nothing can go wrong now, everything's great, we're gonna super turtle, yay. And then the game freezes, and we're like, oh shit, he quit. And then we see this. Yeah, and that was the dude from our party. So right now we're like, oh fuck, don't tell me that's gonna be 2 versus 3. And then we're kind of debating what we should do, and then we're just like, you know what, fuck it, let's just super turtle. Nothing could go wrong. Oh boy, yeah, this super turtle was full of near-death experiences. Actually, I think, yeah, I lost my base completely at one point. We still managed to hold off the attack somehow. So anyway, yeah, right now, I just put this in here because it's kind of funny. I'm trying to get 3 stars, and I get a 3-star off this little Cyclops, which I thought was pretty funny. So yeah, this first part isn't gonna have the actual super turtling. It's gonna actually be broken up, and the next part's gonna be filled with it. But as you can see, this is kind of how we set up. Engineers in the middle, Cobras in the middle, Vampires in the back, a few Spartan Cobras around my base and his base. That's pretty much how we set this one up. And then we see this, this is pretty much the foreshadowing of what's going to happen. And they did send a lot of really life-threatening things. It wasn't like they were just like noobs the whole time. But, yeah. So, the best thing, here's an example of what not to do. You don't ever Mac Blast a Scarab when there's fucking 50 engineers on top of it. Not going to do much. And whenever you're super turtling, I suggest just blowing up everything on your base. Because you really don't want those scarabs to get stars. Like, that would really fuck up everything. And then my friend tries to heal my base. That was funny. And I hope people know this by now, that you can't heal something that's under attack. So anyway, I hope you guys look forward to the next one. And that's it. Have a good one.
All units.